as you finish your project, we're going to need to turn it in. This year, with students not being able to print, we're going to have to turn in everything electronically. So the first thing you want to do is double check that your sheet is prepared and ready to go. That has been shown in a different video. So if you need to know how to do that, go do the different video. In this case, I'm using the first project, the demo apartment, as the example. The process is the same for any other turn-in. You just may have to do it multiple times because you may have multiple sheets. So the first process is I need a picture of my sheet. So the easiest way to do that is with the snipping tool. So usually you can just come down to the search bar and type SNI, and the snipping tool will be what pops up. You want to just double check real quick that the mode that you're in is rectangular snip, the second one in the list. When you click new, your screen will kind of white out a little bit, and you'll have a little crossing cursor. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to drag just outside the border of the title block to just outside the border of the title block. So we don't need a ton of the white space, but just a little bit of a sliver to make sure we don't cut any lines off is perfect. And let go, and then I have my snip. And on the snipping tool page, I'm going to go to edit, and I'm going to click copy. This picture is now on the clipboard of this computer. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Schoology. I'm going to go to the project I want to turn in. And I have the teacher version, so I have different buttons than you, but you should have a button right here that says My Document. When you click that and create your document, you will get a document that looks something like this. Again, if it's a different project, it might look slightly different, but you'll have essentially a gray box that is a drawing. So what you will need to do to paste your picture is click on it once, and you'll see this button right here that says Edit. And then Control V on the keyboard will paste it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the corner up, and I'm going to make it about the same size as the gray box. Now it is a little taller, so one of the things that may happen is it may shove this down onto another page. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save and Close. And if it shoves it down onto another page, I'm going to just try to shrink this just a little bit so it pops back up. Oh, that was a little too much. Right there, so that question 2 is still on the bottom. So this works just fine. So it looks something like this. The reason you're going to paste it inside the drawing is when you turn this in, if you have a mistake somewhere, I'm actually able to do the same thing where I click Edit the Drawing. And again, you're not going to do this, I will, but I'll actually use stuff like circles to highlight stuff. And I obviously will change that color so that the line is something that shows up and the fill is transparent. To highlight any mistakes or something like that, I can put notes on here. Again, this is not something that you do, but that's just how you'll get some of your feedback back, so I can put that stuff on there. If you just paste the picture, I can't edit it, which means you won't get the feedback you need to improve for next time. Now, the rest of the assignment are some questions that you will answer, and you will just type your answers in the box. And when all your questions have been answered and any of the sheets have been pasted inside the drawing spaces, so again, so that I can make edits, changes, and corrections for you, this document is then ready to turn in. So that's the way that you turn in an assignment in our architecture class.